In the previous lecture, we have studied an exceptions, our exceptions in Java, and we said what is the task of exception in Java. Today we are going to see what is the graphic user interface. Graphic user interface, as we know, if I want to build any system, I should have an application interface for this system. So Java, it has her own technique for using using application interface. Of course, if we come to see overall design of an application interface in Java is graphic user interface and is an excellent example for object-oriented because you will use different classes, in different library, and you can build your interface screen or buttons or menu or dialogue or any other thing. So also we can see this topic which is related to show us the inheritance or the hierarchical for the classes, how class is inherit other class. And until we say there is an object class who is the father for all classes in Java. And there is UML. UML, it is Unified Modeling Language, which we can express our system through these diagrams. If we want to see the hierarchical for graphic user interface, we say there is three groups. The first group is container, and the second was what? Last time we say graphic user interface include three groups, which is containers, and components, and helper. Those meaning the summary class for the container, subclasses is a container. And if we came to see this object, this not only in the graphic user interface, this is the father for all classes you will see in Java. And have a lot of classes and have a lot of package which is inherent each other or inherent from the object. So we can see the hierarchical, we say in graphic user interface to show us how Java or it is inheriting or how to hierarchical. For example, those classes is inherent from Java, from object, and those in the class or the classified helper. And the second, for example, the components which container inherent from container, and also windows inherent from container, and frame inherent windows, and this frame maybe we inherit everything until arrive to object. That is the hierarchical or the inheritance. We said this graphic user interface is easy example for teach us how classes in Java inherit. If you see there is G and there is G applet and there is G frame and G dialog, and this this it is included in some package, and this included in some package, and we are coming to see all those packages. For example, as more clearly for the last figure, we said graphic user interface classes can be classified into three groups. The first group, the second group, and the third group, which is container, components, and helper. Helper, we will talk about it. The container classes, what is container classes? Is G frame or G applet or frame or dialog or other thing, which is if it is in AWG, it will be a frame. If it is in swing, it will be G. We will see the differences between both two. So graphic user interface component classes such as a component, this is the third group, the second group, which is the component, as an example, which is G button, G text, text field, also G text area, And other thing, have a lot of check books or other things you need it or you see it in any graphic user interface, and you can implement it in Java user interface, you can do it. Okay. The third group, which is helper class. Helper class, this nothing happened during the development of Java. Nothing happened. Still the same, and still in AWT. We said there is some developing happened or some new thing adding to the Java. It is in Swing. The extension they call it. Swing is a library or a package for extension, the new thing in Java. So you can see a graphic, helper, has graphics, and this, if you want to draw something or to line or other thing, you can use this class. Also color, if you want to draw this line or this figure with color, you can select any color and you can introduce to the program, to your program, the class color or fonts. Also, this is included in the class or the helper class. Also, you can see, for example, here we said UML, which is declared on those three. For example, container, all the classes which is in yellow, this is belong to the container. If you come to the helper, you can see those classes with yellow, which is included in helper. Okay. We can see what is the difference between Swing and AWT. As we say, when Java was introduced at the beginning of Java, the graphic user interface were bundling and bundling into the library AWT, which is abstract Windows toolkit. AWT, it is abstract Windows toolkit. So graphic user interface at the beginning was in this package, and this package they call it AWT. AWT components are automatically mapped. When we just import it to our program, automatically map it to the graphic user interface, and you can use the component or the classes there. But AWT, the third point, AWT is fine for what? For small graphic user interface. But if I need to design big developing and comprehensive graphic user interface, I need to use Swing, because Swing, it is the new version for something. So with the release of Java, when it is started, Swing, with the release of Java 2. Yeah, in the previous version, Swing was not there, okay? So, the Swing component painting directly to canvases. This also is container, and we can put our diagram or our figures, and which also we can bring it from Java to AWT to Windows, and we can use those classes for. Because you see, even we are in Swing, some classes, not it is there, but it is belong to who? To AWT. Not meaning a Swing delete AWT and come to replace it. No. It used some and it used some from AWT. Okay. Well, for that, when you are trying to use something which is in AWT, maybe you can use it in Swing. It is included. You see, in this point, we said Swing components are less dependent on the target platform and used less of the native graphic user interface. As we know, Java, the first version or the second version or most, they wrote it by C++ or something like that, or other language in some library. But so this we call it native So swing, it is purely 100% is Java language. Okay. So for that we said it is independent, less depend on the platform. It is not depend on the platform. For the reason, the third point, for the reason swing components that don't rely on the native graphic user interface are referred to lightweight components. If those components in swing not rely on graphic user interface native, so we call it lightweight component, or if it is, we can call it, if it is relying on AWT or relying on other native, so we call it heavyweight component. To distinguish between AWT and swing, just you will see the class add G. Okay. For example, frame, they are these two different between classes and AWT or in swing by G. So this point we have talked about it. We said through AWT components still supported in Java 2, and meaning that the swing not come to release or to replace the AWT. Still from that time, and also have some classes with swings, no release. Maybe in the other versions, the new, it will come or it will remove everything. So this G component hierarchical, we say, meaning he want to show you just the hierarchical for the component, G component, and this is the classes or the components which is inherent from G components. Okay, you see abstract, and we know what is meaning abstract. Abstract, we can't instantiate this. So, yeah, for example, those text component, G text, this all components, and also have this all components in swing. Swing have many components. If you like to use any one of them, just import the swing library, and after you create an object and use any one of them to do your component in your frame or your container that as interface. In the previous slides, we saw the hierarchical and the inheritance through the UML. We can also, Java, it have some statements which can tell to us which object we inherit class, other class. For example, if we are in this is class, and we need to create an object, and we need to see which this class from inherit who. We can see by this word G instance of G button. Okay, it is true or not, meaning this word it check if this is inherent from this. If it is not, it will be false, for example. So also G button or G bot okay, instance of abstract button. You can see also where is we said what we said yeah, because it is from button, okay, and button where
that's nice.
Yeah. So
The right.
yeah. Anyway, the button it will be come to G button or
Yes.
yeah, G button. It will come to abstract will inherit. So you can also flow the route for the G button okay instance of container. Also you can see from that container and also inherent on. So this true, and also from object which is before. So this statement which is there to us, this class or this object inherent, you can flow or you can check the inheritance from for this object from any other class before it. Okay. So graphic user interface container classes, if we come to the practical thing, where we can get it, we can get it in java.awt container, and also we can get the container classes in Swing in this library. If we need those container, we can just only found them in this library, and this is the class container, which also have subclasses, which is frame or dialog or any other thing in AWT. Also, we can usually get the container and Swing, which is frame or other thing. So also gBanner, which is also container, and gApplet, which is also an applet, we can use it in internet. gDialog also is container, and we saw it in the previous figure. And this is show the description for every item in this table. Okay, helper class. Helper class, we said it is still in AWT, not in Swing. If I am using Swing, maybe I can't reach to those. So to introduce, or I can use those classes which is belong to AWT, even if it is in Swing. Okay. So this how to go to the helper class, just java.awt.graphics, and also the graphic is class if I want to draw some figures or something, and if I want to color something, I should to declare or to create an object from this color, font, font matrix, dimension, also layout manager. Layout manager, this maybe we will take it in next lecture, and this layout manager is responsible for manage all components in our container or our frame or windows. So the helper class, as what we said, the helper class are in Java and Java.awt package, and also the Swing component do not replace all the classes in AWT. This is the summary for what we said. Only AWT graphic user interface classes, which is button, text, field, text, this can change from this type to G. G button, G text, which is in Swing. And we said AWT helper classes remain unchanged until now. So if we came to what is the component, helper, and container, so we need to make something practical and use this in our graphic user interface. We want to draw or we want to programming our interface. If I need to put some components, I should to have a container. This container, what is meaning container? Place. I put my components. So we select, for example, some of, we maybe can select any dialog or something, can add some components which is related to dialog. For example, frame. Frame, to create user interface, we need to create either frame or applet. Applet and internet for text, or maybe it is work similar to frame. To hold user interface component. Our component will be in the frame. This is the frame, for example, and we put our component inside this. What is your component? Maybe G button, G text, or other thing. Okay, we are not concerned of the applet, because applet it will be other topic, and you can read it by yourself, or because we don't have time. And it is easy, similar to the frame, but different that you are connected to websites, but page. So in this, to create a frame, use the frame class. This is class. What we know, any class
have some